Hi, we're back again, and this time we have two interesting guests to talk to. It's Mr. Paul Abrum and Gay Abarbanell. Did I say that right?
You did. You get a gold star.
Yeah, I needed a gold star today. Anyway, I know that you're here to talk about a book, right?
No, art.
Oh, for
Art and books.
The wrong stuff. Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
No, books as well. I'm an author as well as a photographer.
Okay, so you saved the day. Okay, and Gay, what are you into now in your life? You're not still working, or what are you doing?
I'm retired from my career job, and I don't feel very retired because now I'm doing photography, and so I've got. We have a gallery up in North Fork, up in the foothills, and Paul and his wife Marcia and another photographer Joanne and myself at the North Fork, the Greater North Fork Gallery, which is in the old mill site.
I remember that.
Up in
They used to
North
have
Fork.
art shows
Yes,
out there.
and we have a full-time permanent gallery there, but I'm also part of Sierra Art Trails this year. So that also will be, taking place at the gallery on September 30th, October 1st, and 2nd.
Wow.
So we hope that everybody will make the route up Road 41, over 200 at O'Neill's, all the way to North Fork, come to the North Fork Gallery, and then proceed into Oakhurst and see some more of the artists. There are over 100 of us for Sierra Art Trails this year.
Fantastic. Well, I've been up to North Fork. That's supposed to be the center of California, right?
It's
Immediate
the
center.
exact center of California.
Center
Yep.
of California.
Yeah, you got it.
So, what prompted you to get interested in photography?
Oh, well, I've been taking photographs since I was 6 years old.
Oh.
No, it's not a new hobby.
Oh, okay.
And I know that because I have a family picture that I'm not in. And so it was like, okay,
Where am I?
So I turned it over, and my mother very nicely wrote. In the old days, people didn't have a lot of photos, so they wrote on the back of everyone who it was and where it was and all that good stuff. So it said that I took it. That's why I wasn't in it. So, and no heads were cut off, no feet were cut off. It was in focus. So pretty good for 8 years old I was then.
I think most children, whether they know it or not, sort of pick out what they're going to be. Everybody I've had on the show, they immediately liked art or immediately liked something else, and they don't always get right into it, but eventually they're going to get into it.
It keeps pulling at us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So what do you like to photograph?
Well, I'm really very eclectic. I love to photograph nature. And I also enjoy photographing nature, finding the abstract and the spiritual. I do a lot of what I call spirit pictures, where you find a face in a tree or in a rock.
Oh,
For
I love
instance,
that.
my picture that's in the Sierra Art Trails catalog this year. Can you see the catalog? You've got a picture of it there too.
Great.
Can you put that on? And my picture, can you get close to this one? Because this is not in there.
Wow, that's neat. You have something in there.
Yeah, there are over 100 artists showing, and each of us, you see this picture, it's a picture that looks like a face. I think it looks like an Indian chief, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about.
Oh, it does.
Doesn't it?
Definitely.
And it's a rock.
Yeah.
And so it's a natural site up here, and it's fun to find those kinds of things in nature and to play with them and to make them visible to other people that would just walk right by and never see them otherwise.
Absolutely.
So-
And that's what the artists are here for, to make people see the beautiful things in life.
Right, right.
And we want to ask something about Paul. We're leaving you over there all by yourself.
Oh, I'm just relaxing. I'm getting ready.
Okay, I want to hear something about you. What
Well,
got you
along the
started?
same line, what got me into photography, same age about, very young. I was a child. My dad was a lithographer. He's one of the foremost lithographers really in the world. He did menus for all of, you name it, if you've ever been to a restaurant anywhere in the Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, or Las Vegas area, my dad did the menu. And I used to, when I was in grammar school, he'd let me stay up late at night sometimes, and I'd be looking over his shoulder, watching him carve the linoleum blocks that are then used to make a print.
Wow.
And years later, when I became full-time professional photographer and taught photography, I one day asked my brother, I said, what is it that got me into black and white photography and made me excel at reading negatives? And my brother said, don't you remember when you used to watch Dad carve those linoleum blocks? Linoleum blocks are carved upside down and backwards. They're a virtual negative.
My gosh.
And so at the age of about 10, I learned to read negatives. And it came out years later. I really wanted to be a photographer and didn't know why, but that was why.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
My work is pretty much like, as Gay said, eclectic. There isn't anything I won't shoot and make something of.
Fantastic.
I've been doing it professionally since 1963. I've taught photography in Oregon and California, Medford and Porterville, and Hanford. And now my wife and I founded the gallery, I don't know now, 7 years ago, I think, or 8, maybe longer. And it's a public gallery at this point. It's basically owned by the community.
Wow.
The community runs it, and it's nonprofit, and we like as many artists in there as we can get.
That's perfect.
So what you need to do is you need to come up out of Fresno, and you need to drive up Highway 41, and you need to turn right at Road 200, which is marked hugely as the Sierra Scenic Byway.
Yeah, it's easy to get there.
You take the Sierra Scenic Byway Road all the way to North Fork and go through North Fork, and a little ways out, and you're at the old mill site. And that's where the gallery is.
Oh, the old mill site.
And that's where we'll be celebrating Sierra Art Trails.
Oh, fantastic. So do you have a date that people, you really think they need to be up there?
Yes,
Yes.
go ahead.
It's September 30th, which is a Friday, and Saturday, the 1st of October and the 2nd of October. Those are the dates of Sierra Art Trails, and we will be up there. They're showing some of our pictures
Oh,
there.
good.
If you
Talk
want
about
to
those.
talk about those. Okay, so that's one of Joanne Freemeier's of Yosemite. It's kind of a shot that everybody takes, but not everybody gets nice and sharp and clear.
Beautiful.
Fall colors.
Right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a painting of my wife. That's Convict Lake up on the east side of the Sierras.
And she does beautiful, beautiful paintings.
Wow.
My wife couldn't be here today because last night our dog passed away.
Oh,
This
no.
is another one of my wife's. It's a chickadee in pines.
And this next one is my favorite of hers. This is the old barn on Road 200. You'll see it when you're driving up to come see us.
Wow.
And I just love this barn. And it's been in many, many states over the 35 or 40 years that I've been photographing it,
Well-
but she caught this just perfectly.
Well, not long after she painted that, it collapsed
Oh, my gosh.
completely, and they have since raised it. Not in that exact shape.
But pretty much.
That's one of my wife's favorite cats.
Well,
That's
this
his
is
fat cat.
This is really exciting. I hope that people will really take this advice and go on up and see this fabulous show. And we're so glad to have you here today.
Thank
We're
you
very
for
If you have
happy.
something else coming up, please let us know about North Fork. I like North Fork a lot.
Yeah, it's a charming town, and there will be some other artists showing in town as well. As you're passing through, stop at Slim's, and please come up and see us the last weekend of this month and first 2 days of October.
Right on. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
Carol.
for coming in,
My
Gay.
pleasure.
Carol, nice to meet you.
Oh, same
Thank
here.
you.
Come back again.
We
Thank
will.
you so much.
We'll be right back.